What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Mr. Harris, trying to make math cool again, and I got some jewels for you today. So let's talk about something that you may be familiar with, the distance formula. Now, in general, we want to first of all look at the formula that goes along with the distance formula. Then we'll break it down, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what the distance formula is and how we apply it. Let's go. So the distance formula is, it looks like this, and it's rather long. So you have the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. All right, so once again, the square root of x sub 2 minus x1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Now, somebody is saying, well, what is x1, y1, x2, y2? Well, the difference is it's just two ordered pairs. So let's say in every ordered pair, I have an x coordinate and I have a y coordinate. I have a second one. I have an x coordinate and I have a y coordinate. So in actuality, if I take these two coordinates and I want to find the distance between them, then the first coordinate, so this x1 and x2, the first coordinate is x1, the x coordinate from the first one. And then this would be x2, this would be y1, this would be y2. So all these little subscripts of 2 and 1 is it's the x coordinate from the second ordered pair minus the x coordinate from the first ordered pair, and then the y coordinate from the second ordered pair minus the y coordinate from the first ordered pair. So that's a little bit of explanation of that. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. And once you look at this, let's actually do two ordered pairs. So I'm going to use the ordered pair. Let's say we have 4, 7, and then we have the second ordered pair, -3 and -5. Remember, tree is the number 3. Take a look at that video if you want an explanation of that. So in actuality, what's going to happen is if we line up which one is our x1, y1, x2, y2, we can say this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. And then now we're just going to plug and chug. All right, so let's go ahead and plug this in there. So let's look at, we have the square root of -3 minus 4 squared plus -5 minus 7 squared. All right, from there, we're just going to continue to simplify that. So -3 minus 4 is -7 squared, and then -5 minus 7 is -12 squared. From there, we can come pretty much right there, and we can say the square root of -7 squared is 49 plus 144, and when we get that, we'll get the square root of 193. And the square root of 193, it's not a whole number, it's going to be an approximation. So we'll round it off to 1 decimal place. So it's actually equal to approximately 13 9/10. Okay, so I just rounded that off to 1 decimal place. So what this is saying is that the distance between the ordered pair 4, 7 and the ordered pair -3, -5 is approximately 13.9 units. All right, so once again, distance formula is just asking us the distance between two ordered pairs or 2 points on the coordinate plane. And that's all you're doing. Remember, distance is always going to be non-negative. So if you're ever solving this and you get a negative number, you have done something incorrect. All right, so we need two ordered pairs. And our ordered pairs we're going to use are going to be 12, -6, all right? And then -8, 9. So remember, the first ordered pair, this is our x1, this is our y1, x2, y2. All those subscripts represent is just the x coordinate from the first ordered pair, the y coordinate from the first ordered pair, the x coordinate from the second ordered pair, and the y coordinate from the first ordered pair. Okay, so that's all these little subscripts of 2 and 1 are. Now, also it works backwards. If you want to use this as x1, y1, and then x2, y2, it's going to be the same because remember, the distance between 2 points is going to be the same. So the distance from point A to B is the same as the distance from point B to point A. Let's go ahead and chug this one out. So, square root of -8 minus 12 squared plus the square root, let's say 9 minus -6 squared. We're just going to go ahead and calculate this. So we have -8 minus 12 is -20 to the second power plus 9 minus -6. Remember, when we subtract the negative, we're adding, all right? So this is going to be 9 plus 6, which is 15. All right, so we end up having the square root of 400 plus 15 to the second power is 225. So this gives us the square root of 625. And the square root of 625 is actually 25. And there you have it. So all we do is we simply plug in the values of x1, y1, x2, y2, and then from there we can actually go ahead and just calculate. Remember, distance is always going to be positive or non-negative, as we say, because the distance between 2 points is definitely going to be a positive value, or 0. 0 is neither positive or negative. But do me a favor, go visit my website, www.younggurusmathtutoring.com, and please like the video, click that thumbs up, follow us. Also, check us out on Facebook, Young Gurus Math Tutoring. We're even on Instagram, YG Math Tutoring. We've got the solution to your math problems.